Welcome to Lesson 6, Transparency and Explainability. So far we've looked at fairness and bias, but here's the thing. Even if your AI is fair, if people don't understand it, they won't trust it. That's where transparency and explainability come in. These two concepts are closely related, but they're not the same. Transparency is about being open about how the system works. Explainability is about showing why the system made a particular decision. Both are critical for small and medium businesses that depend on customer trust. Think of transparency and explainability as two sides of the same coin. Transparency answers the broad questions. What data does this system use? How was it trained? What are its limitations? Explainability zooms in. Why did the AI give this customer a rejection or that customer a promotion? For example, if a chatbot recommends a product, transparency is being clear about what the system is designed to do. Explainability is telling the customer, I suggested this because you purchased similar items before. If you have one without the other, you're still missing half the picture. Let's take a simple case. A customer messages your chatbot, why can't I return this product after 35 days? The bot answers, because policy says 30 days. Technically correct. But how do you think the customer feels? Frustrated, dismissed. The issue here isn't the policy, it's the lack of explanation. An explainable AI would provide context like, our policy allows returns within 30 days. After that, we can only offer store credit. Would you like me to guide you through that option? Notice the difference? Transparency tells the rule, explainability helps the customer make sense of it. Here's the challenge. Many AI systems are black boxes. Deep learning models, for example, make decisions based on millions of tiny calculations that even experts can't fully unpack. This creates tension. On one hand, these models can be very accurate. On the other hand, they're nearly impossible to explain. For SMBs, this can be dangerous. If you can't explain why your AI made a decision, customers will assume the worst, that you're hiding something. So let me ask you, would you trust a system if no one could explain its decisions to you? So, what can you actually do? You don't need to be a data scientist to improve transparency and explainability. Here are three best practices. First, always disclose when customers are interacting with AI instead of a human. Don't pretend it's human. Honesty builds trust. Second, document your systems in plain language. No jargon. Just explain what the AI is designed to do, what data it uses, and what it can't do. Third, when mistakes happen, acknowledge them. If your chatbot gives a wrong answer, own it, explain why, and fix it. Customers forgive mistakes far more easily than they forgive silence. Here's a real world case. A customer applies for a small loan and is rejected. A bad response would be, the system said no. That's opaque and it feels unfair. A transparent response would be, our system looks at three factors: income, credit history, and employment stability. An explainable response goes further. In your case, your income was below the threshold and your credit history is only 6 months long. If you continue building your history and reapply in a year, your chances will improve. Notice what happens here? The rejection becomes an opportunity. Instead of losing a customer, you build trust and maybe even earn long-term loyalty. So let's wrap this up. Transparency is the what and how, explainability is the why. Together they transform AI from a black box into a clear, trustworthy system. For SMBs, this isn't optional, it's essential. You don't need perfect technical transparency, but you do need to be honest, clear, and accountable when customers ask questions. If you remember one thing from today, let it be this. Customers will forgive a fair decision they don't like, but they won't forgive a decision they don't understand. Transparency and explainability are your tools to keep that trust intact.